all the time. I always tell them Sutter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sutter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great. We're definitely coming back in the future.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
There's a buzz in the air at Kansas as drivers fight to move on to the next round of the playoffs. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Summer is over. It's time to settle into your back-to-school routine. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. As teachers, we're excited to see our students again. Parents, help your child. Set a time and a quiet place for homework and establish bedtime routines so your child will be rested and ready to learn. Help us make a bright new beginning for our students this year.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at the short. Look at the short. And the captain.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yes. Yes. Without the black shirt. Yes. And if you're listening, black shirt, keep working. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, y'all. Yeah, that's the hot pepper.
No, don't get that. I don't want to see that.
Come on, hey, remember that one that was kind of green? Remember the one that was kind of green?
Turning green?
That was, well, no.
There's one turning green in there.
No. He doesn't turn green. He turns red.
Oh, he's turning red.
Yeah, he's turning orange. You want to try him?
No, I don't want any more.
Come on, man.
I drowned myself in water so much yesterday. I was
$100.
I was puking.
$100.
No.
There's no amount of money, is it?
No.
Not for that type of shenanigans. I'm sorry, Bach. I'm going to apologize to you.
Not without drinking water. There's no way I was going to make it through it.
You could have made it 5 minutes.
No.
Why?
I was drinking water for the next 45 minutes and, like I said, puking up water and still drinking more water.
I heard you puked on yourself.
I did, yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, on the way home twice.
Well, you couldn't get out of the window?
I just decided.
So you just were like,
I opened up my shirt. It was just water, which is good.
You opened your shirt?
I mean, I didn't have anywhere. I was driving.
Window down. Side of the car.
I just went to take a shower. It was bad. I'm not doing that again.
It's like 40 degrees in here, by the way, y'all.
Yeah. It
feels
like
great in here.
15 outside. Or
then you walk outside and it's like,
yeah,
I can't breathe. But, shout out to my Bauer guys, man. It's out there getting it done, man. Shout out to Big Slim and the boys. It's hot, y'all. Y'all drink some water. They've got those little shade hats deals with the little wet towel. I think that'd be a great investment. Somebody wanted me to invest in that, and I probably should have, especially now.
Like selling them or just getting
selling them? They're towels that go on your neck, and they supposed to keep you cool.
You could stand outside Memorial Stadium and sell some of those.
Yes, cool towels. Because I'm telling you, do you think the Huskers practice outside?
I don't know. I think so. I mean, Terrell's very much an advocate for them, doing it in case they run into some extreme heat this year. But
it could be hot in Minnesota.
Yeah,
could
be. That the thing is, like when you're saying that, like probably not this hot in Minnesota
Still
or
August.
Colorado.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I think it was like 50 something, 55 in Minnesota, but then it got hot again. I'm just simply saying it's going to be a 7:00 game. The humidity could be like it is at night now. Do they go and they'd have night practices just to stay outside?
They're practicing at 9:30 today, so they're
let's go.
They're doing it right now.
Let's go, Coach Rule.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. When you practice in this heat, it makes men out of you. We never got out of it. I don't care how hot it was.
There's never too much of a heat advisory to go in or something.
It's just like listen. Things change as time goes on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Concussions were concussions back in the day. What do you think they got when they had leather helmets?
Concussions.
I mean, come on. There were concussions back in the day. We're doing all these protocols. Guess what there still is?
Concussions.
Yeah. There'll always be concussions. So yeah, the technology gets better and it's supposed to go down. I would wonder what the numbers say. Are concussions down in football? Or are they trending at the same average they've been trending in the last 10, 20 years? Which ones? Because they say that the players are getting bigger, stronger, faster. So if they're getting bigger, stronger, faster, there should be more concussions because the collisions are getting bigger, stronger, and faster. All right, y'all.
We're trying to teach tackling different, take away kickoffs.
Coach Jackson.
Hopefully some of that's working.
What do you mean take away kickoffs? The NFL just extended it.
Well, I mean, you can still get a fair catch and just go take the ball up there. So
that's a play.
Well, that's they're worried more about concussions on that type of play where
Allegedly.
you're running, full speed at each other.
Allegedly concussions. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it, sir.
Hopefully, it won't be too much of a problem. I can't think of too many like concussion scares for Nebraska the last couple of years.
No, it's about it. Listen, heat. I said it before. Makes a man out of us. It makes a man because when you're hot, do you give up? Let me see. I was outside Sunday, and I had to get my garden together because all the rain that we got, it is taller than I am. So I had to do all kind of weeding and buzzing and doing all cutting and stuff. But I was out there for about 4 hours, and there were so many times I wanted to quit, and I'm like, nah, if I quit now, I might not get back to it. So I said, you know what, just let me stay out there. I went from about 8:00 in the morning till 3, and then it was over. Sun, heat exhaustion. I probably did too much because I couldn't get up. Off my little recliner. It was over with.
So I'm the opposite. I mowed half my yard the other day. I said, I'm going inside.
It was over with?
I'm done.
What time? What time was it?
I don't know. It's been a few days now. I think it was like 6 o'clock. I was just tired.
Does it get hotter? How does it get hotter at 5? It does at 12 or 1.
Yeah, it says 5 is supposed to be the hottest today.
That's what I'm saying.
103.
At 5.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But 9:30 practice out there in the heat. You got to respect it. I think I was looking at Minnesota again. When was the last time we beat Minnesota? What year was it?
Oh boy. I think they have a 4-game winning streak on us, so it would have been 2018.
Nope.
Frost? No.
No, sir.
2019.
Did Frost ever beat Minnesota?
I believe he did. I think
You believe he did. You don't know for a fact.
2018. I'm fairly certain.
You're not that certain. I don't think you believe that.
I do.
Look it up. Look it up.
I will.
Look it up. It's the best you can do is look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Because I don't know if that's the case. I thought it was a lot longer than that.
First victory was Minnesota, I believe.
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, other than
no, sir.
Cookman.
No, sir.
No?
Come on.
It was.
What?
So he started off 0-6, then beat Minnesota, and then Bethune Cookman.
In
2018.
Perfect. Before that, how many losses do we have? We've got 3 straight losses against them, right?
4, I think.
Is it 4 now?
Yeah.
By 7 points or less?
Yeah, they're all pretty close. I think most of them are pretty close.
Last year, what happened in the game?
Our defense dominated for the first half, held them to like 30 yards, I remember. And then
fourth quarter, we were up by how many? Going into the fourth.
Were we up by?
I thought we were up 10.
We're up by 10 at some point in that game. Yeah.
Going into the fourth.
Was it?
I want to tell you, going into the fourth quarter, we were up by 10 points. And at that point, you have got to have a run game. There's no way you beat the University of Nebraska. You're up 10. I don't care who we playing. We got to find a way to win those games up 10 in the fourth. You can't lose to a Minnesota team that's a very disciplined team, hard-nosed team, not a very talented team. You can't lose to them.
So it was 10-0 at halftime. And then in the fourth, and by going
It was 10-0 going into the fourth.
It was 10-10 going in the fourth.
Was it already?
Yeah.
What was it in third quarter? They scored 10 unanswered.
Yeah.
Then what
they scored
13,
Nebraska
10?
scored 10 in the first quarter. No points for anybody in the second quarter. Minnesota scored 10 in the third quarter and 10 in the fourth. And Nebraska scored 3, so they ended up winning 20-13. Minnesota did.
Oh yeah, that's right. 20 unanswered.
And so the last 4 games that Nebraska's lost to Minnesota, it's that 20-13 loss, 30-23 in 2021, 24-17 in 2020. So those are all the 7-point games.
That's what I'm saying. It's Minnesota.
But 2019 was
I think Coach Rule's got the mentality. It's Minnesota. We supposed to bomb Minnesota. We're supposed to beat them, Minnesota, like they stole something. That's what we're supposed to do. And it starts with a mindset. You lost by 7. We know that the last regime that was here wasn't very smart when it came to X's and O's. Because we found a way. Go back and look how many times we imploded in the fourth quarter. How many times we imploded in the second half? Or how many times it took us till the fourth quarter maybe to get going. It was too late. It wasn't that many times. Hey, man, shout out to Adrian Martinez. Balling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he balling for Detroit. Scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Scrambling.
How about Travis Vokalek last night? 2 touchdowns.
What?
Yeah.
Who's Vokalek with?
Vokalek was actually an interesting preseason game. He's with the Ravens. And the Ravens ended up with a game-winning field goal in the stretch. They beat the Commanders, snapping the Commanders, it's the other way around.
The other way around.
Yeah, the Commanders' 24-game, the Ravens' 24-game preseason win streak. So the Commanders got the win. But the Ravens still, it's still a good game from Travis Vokalek.
Who's the Commanders' offensive coordinator?
Eric Bieniemy.
Oh, wow. Okay. You think Kansas City Chiefs are going to feel a little something?
Maybe.
Maybe. You said, how long has Eric Bieniemy been with Patrick Mahomes until this year?
I believe
his entire career.
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
But still,
what?
It's Patrick Mahomes.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
Patrick Mahomes wasn't calling the plays.
Patrick Mahomes, a lot of times,
he could audible, but he was
out of it.
not calling the plays, though, Bob. He wasn't calling the plays and putting them together. He wasn't sending them into himself. Last time I checked, that was Bieniemy, wasn't it?
It was, but I think Sam Howell is going to be a little bit more difficult for Bieniemy to get a number 1 offense out of.
I don't know about that one. I think when you have a cohesive group and they've been together a long time, sometimes it's hard to gel with someone else. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm just saying sometimes it's hard to gel.
I could see it being a little bit different, obviously, and they still. I think their best offenses were still when Tyreek Hill was there, but we'll see. We'll see if they can adjust. They won the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah. Okay. Miami should win it too this year too, huh?
Yeah.
You're a Miami guy?
No. If you ask Sorensen, he'll say that every year.
Hey, Ron says, yo, where's 2 grills at? I got 2 grills, one for the pork and one for the meat. No, that didn't sound right. Hamburger, chicken. One for the pork and one for the chicken.
Yeah, I think I don't know what he grills more often.
He's a rib guy.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to some of these because I've been neglecting you guys, and I appreciate you guys welcoming the old guy back. Downtown Scott says, kill them in 2018.
That's right. Take that, 2018 Gophers.
What year is this?
2023.
How many years was that?
It'll be 5 years.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Was it 2020? I can't remember what year they came to Lincoln with they had 22 players that couldn't play. They beat us with half a team.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
They were sick or something, right?
Yeah.
COVID?
I can't remember what it was.
It had to be COVID. Couldn't have been anything else. Hold on, I'm trying. Dude, why can't I get to these texts? They don't want me to read you guys' texts. Hole in the boat. Says this, Andy Reid is the play caller, always has been in KC. Okay. If you're telling me that Eric Bieniemy they won't have any type of drop off, I don't believe that. I think they're gonna have there's gonna be some type of drop off. I really believe that. I could be wrong though. 9211 says, heading up to the game, time to put the Gophers back in their holes. I mean, it's a Gopher. My dogs were on. What is that little Fozzie Bear looking deal? It's not a groundhog, but it's something else. Little fat little dude. He always eating up all my stuff. No, he's about look like he could be about 50 pounds. Little fat, short to the ground.
Geez. Possum?
No, it's not a possum. It's not a skunk. This thing is like grayish, brownish in color. It
looks like Fozzie Bear.
It is a little tubby little thing that sits on the ground. Help me out, text line. You never seen one of them? I say hedgehog, but I don't think that's it. It's not a hedgehog. It reminds you of a ground. What is a groundhog? Groundhog? Is that a pretty big deal?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it reminds you of a groundhog, but I don't know what the heck it is. But I've got one that is digging intentionally in my yard, and I want to let my dogs out on it. Like they were trying to. That guy.
Yeah, it's a groundhog.
Wait, that's a little guy.
Well, maybe. Let me
No, yeah, it's a groundhog. But, okay, so we got a ton of groundhogs, and they're like oversized dudes, right? And so my dogs, they're underneath my shed, and my dogs have been digging.
They're trying to get him?
Yes, every day they are trying to get at this little deal, whatever this thing is.
Yeah,
and it's smart and it's slick. It's got holes coming all of different spots. So I try to let them out together so they can do a little joint hunt. And that thing fools them every single time. Possums, they'll kill possums. They'll get the possums. Oh, yeah. Possums, raccoons, anything they get in that backyard, they're going to kill it. But these little hedgehog deals, groundhog deals, they ain't playing no games. They're kind of slicker than your average boo-boo.
Is there more than one of them? You think there's plenty of them?
Oh, dude, it's got to be. It's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got. I mean, listen, we had to trap one a couple years ago. He was. I mean, he was bigger than a dog almost. Seriously.
I don't know
And he was going up under porches. No, I don't think it was the groundhog. That's not it. This ain't it.
Groundhogs are like 5 to 12 pounds.
No, this ain't a groundhog, buddy. This thing's a little bit bigger than a groundhog. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's let me see. He says plug the hole.
Plug the hole except for
it's a marmot.
A marmot.
How big is that marmot? These little ugly little things, man, are destructive. They bore holes underneath my porch. They are all over the place. I got to do all kind of concreting and to keep them out of there. Oh, stop it. Notorious B.I.B. says, just hope it's not a badger, VJ. It will tear your dogs up. Now, listen, if it's a badger, first of all, I'm going to call you Humane Society because nobody should be dealing with a badger. Ever seen an angry badger?
I don't think so.
Oh, you can't tell them no. Not an angry badger. So I wouldn't, if it was a badger, it would be a different story. We'd probably have to go get the old Remington out and put a couple in him because there's just no way I would let my dogs go on a badger. It just wouldn't happen.
Who would win in a fight, a badger or a wolverine?
That's a good fight. I'd have to go with the wolverine though.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah,
I mean they're both tenacious, but I think the wolverines is a little bit different. He won't stop. He'll just keep going. No, it's not a mole 7731. I don't think it's a mole. The mole is only yay big. This thing is, I'm telling you, he's a couple foot long and he looks probably a foot wide and he's short to the ground. He can get on his little, be looking around and stuff. I should have took a picture of the one. He was sitting in my yard. I was like, I got it. So I ran and my female was in the house. You know what I'm saying? She's really the huntress. but the hunter, my Thor.
Yeah.
Oh, Thor's the hunter
He's
now.
the hunter now.
Oh, he's big now. So I let Thor out. Like, let me sneak. I sneak around, let Thor out. I've got a ramp at my house. He runs underneath the ramp, and Thor's on him. I said, let me get you some help, Thor. That thing didn't come out. They're trying to tear up the ramp. And I'm like, what did I just do? Now I can't call them off.
Yeah.
They're just tearing at this, trying to get at this thing. So, it was a fight trying to get them back into the fence, but it is what it is. Nebraska fan says, VJ, it's a woodchuck. How many chucks could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I don't know. I think he would start chucking at your.
What? It's not a woodchuck.
It's not a woodchuck.
And here's the answer: a woodchuck would chuck what a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, that's the answer. 0090 says this: you can borrow my dogo. What? Argentino. They are bred to hunt mountain lions. Come on, man. Bring me the dogo. I need the dogo. Let me get the dogo. Maybe that dogo. My dogs haven't, and I think I like the fact that they haven't started really digging. Because once they get it in their mind, because they're digging underneath my shed.
Yeah.
Right. But they're digging. So I got a fence on one side, and then I've got a 6-foot fence on the other side. So they're digging. Hopefully it'll come together that they just get at, they just dig underneath them.
Get out of there.
But then if they dig underneath the 6 foot, now I'm in trouble. Because they're gone. Now they might not leave, but they're gonna scare somebody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, you got kids running around, man. You gotta be careful when you got big dogs.
Oh yeah.
I can't stand irresponsible dog owners, right? The ones that forget that you just let your mean dog out and the gates open.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, that's bad news.
No, it's not right. There's some people that are terrified of dogs. You understand? Okay. 4166 says this: we have a woodchuck under our shed. They are sneaky. You ever seen a sneaky woodchuck?
Luckily, I don't think I've run into one.
I might need that dogo though.
Yeah.
If you are near water, it could be a muskrat. Do I got? Well, what do you mean? A body of water, or just like a hose that's running? Or these things have been around since I moved in this new house 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago. So this is not. Maybe they North Omaha woodchucks. Breed them a little bigger.
Different type.
Yeah, different type of woodchuck. Okay.
Yeah, muskrat looks like he hangs out in like lakes.
Ever seen a muskrat? Nah, well, nah. I don't think he's that one. Well, you get kinda. How big does a muskrat get?
Let's see.
See how big a muskrat gets. It might be a muskrat. Hey, by the way, listen, y'all. We are powered
by
Bauer
Infrastructure,
Bauer
Underground
Brand
Excavating.
Okay, so listen, I know it's hot out there, right? But if anybody wants to come in and for a hot 20, take your pick and get you a pepper and eat it up, and then you can't drink water for 5 minutes.
That's
though.
right.
You can't. Box a believer now.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
ever
not doing that again.
when I bring peppers in, don't ever say yes.
Yeah.
And any of you guys that want to say yes in the heat, bring it on. 93.7 the ticket. It's the captain I'm with.
Buck.
Be right back.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Need service on your home air conditioner? Call the company Lincoln has counted on since 1952, Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. No matter what brand you have, when you need service, you want Bryant's experienced pros working for you. Friendly NATE certified technicians with the tools, training, and technology to restore your comfort quickly. No matter what brand, when you need service, just call Bryant. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info, or call 402-467-1627.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information, or call 402-359-2546.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast today, lots of sunshine. It'll be another very hot day. We'll see an afternoon high of around 104. Tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies and very warm overnight lows with a low of around 79. And tomorrow, we'll see another very hot day and partly sunny skies and the high again of around 104. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The delay. It is. It's a big time delay. I'm looking at it. Because you're looking like, I'm like, oh, it's just now. Yeah. It's hot out there, y'all. Don't get your hands in the air if you driving. If you can hear us if you're driving. I'm sorry. Sunspots got everything going chaotic. It's going crazy right now for the next 3 days. 115, 120 degree. What do they call that? Heat index.
Yeah, heat advisory.
Feels like.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? I wonder what the temperature would be on Memorial's old carpet. Probably, it's always 15 to 20 degrees hotter. So go.
Is it?
Oh my God!
Quite a
You
bit
couldn't
hotter?
even. Well, you wouldn't be able to be out there if you get tackled on that stuff, and it's as hot as it is. It's gonna rip you up pretty quick. What kind of grade did you give yourself on the success of your garden? Let me just say this real quick. To the thieves that stole my cantaloupe. To the thieves that stole my watermelon. Yellow meat watermelon I had. You understand how gold yellow meat watermelon? Have you ever had yellow meat?
I eat the orange ones.
Have you ever had yellow meat watermelon?
I don't think so.
Tastes like steak. Stole them.
How many of them?
Bruh, listen, I usually get 40, 50 pounders. They're all gone.
Sure
I
it's
don't
not
know.
those
They
woodchucks?
took my whole. This wasn't the woodchucks. I didn't see any, spent like they just were sitting there eating.
Yeah.
Somebody,
They're just gone as whole.
somebody jacked me. I got jacked. So when I think about the success of my garden, I give myself a C because I didn't. The weeds took over. Those days it just rained every day. The weeds took over. I still got great yield. I'm still yielding. I've got great underground stuff. But I'm disappointed in the fact that I let somebody get away with my stuff.
Yeah, put Thor out there all day, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a fence around it. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
And what happened was when we planted the watermelons too far close to the curb. Everybody's walking by. So I had a watermelon that was sitting right there on the curb.
Somebody take that one.
Oh, all you got to do is take the first one.
Yeah.
When you go home, when you got Mama Tiny sweet watermelon, see, I got a technique to make them even sweeter. When they had the first one, it was over with.
Yeah, they're
They
coming
said, we
back.
got to come back.
Yep.
Get them all.
Free watermelon.
He's not there. I got peaches. I don't eat peaches, but I always tell people that eat peaches, look, if you really want some good sweet peaches, I got peaches at my house. The peaches got so heavy. I thought the peaches got so heavy that the peach tree kind of split and went.
Oh no.
Yeah, but still alive. No, the peach is still growing, right?
Yeah, I don't have it next time.
So then I investigated a little further. Found out that it was a choke vine. It was so big that it pulled the tree towards it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that tells you how long it's been since I weeded.
Yeah.
Because
that vine took over.
Oh, it totally took over, and so of course, I got that all done. I'm cleaned up now, but it was tough. So I give myself a C. I still have sweet potatoes. I have potatoes. I have kale. I have my peppers don't stop growing until it gets cold.
What do you use those for, by the way?
I mean, you can put them in greens. See, so these are actually, this is cabbage, red cabbage out of the garden. And then you can put them in greens, you can put them in salsa, you can make all types of different things. Well, you only use one. You mince it up real good, Bach. Only a fool will use multiple. I mean, you wouldn't be able to eat it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you only ate that one green one. Could you imagine if you caught a red one or an orange one?
I don't know. The one I
Orange
ate
means
was
flame
tiny.
on.
Yeah.
Orange means flame on.
See, I was thinking for a second, I should have just ate that other one because how much worse would it be? But I still wouldn't have made it 5 minutes without drinking water.
Yeah, the other one probably would have did you bad. Worse.
You think so?
I know so. You want to try it?
No.
You want to take a little bite?
Well, I was already in hell from that other one. So if I just,
You look like you woke up and you were still in it.
I was like, I've never cried without like involuntarily.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The eyes are just watering.
Yeah, but we did this before. You was okay, wasn't it?
I don't think I did that before.
You didn't
Maybe
eat
that's
the
somebody
fresh
else.
stuff. Nick did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nick tried one or something, and it punished him too.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna punish anybody. And I don't know if it was Nick, but somebody tried one. So again, Nyla Bai, you guys are there. Who else is out there? Nyla Boo, you there? Hey, Ron, y'all want this? Southpacker Dan, y'all want some of this smoke? Y'all get some of this Jackson smoke. At Paisan Pizza, they call it a hot 34. They make it. I go give them all my peppers.
Do you really?
Yeah, Paisan Pizza. Matt Verzal. I give them my peppers. They mince them up real good. Some of them they freeze, and it's a pizza called Hot 34. You don't want the Hot 34.
No, I wouldn't get that.
You got to be. Remember how you turn? The whole pizza's like that.
My buddy was giving me heck for doing that, and he said he could come in and do it. I thought, yeah, go ahead, come try.
AA Ron says you putting that electric fence up this time? Nah, it ain't that serious. Plus, whoever needed it, maybe they needed to eat. I don't mind. I don't eat everything. There's tomatoes in there. There's green peppers. I did get some cantaloupe. They're super sweet and super good. My dogs love the cantaloupe. Oh, they love the cantaloupe. I did get a few watermelons out, but on the other side of my garden, it looks like it's nothing but weeds, right? Probably 40 yards of weeds, and in the weeds are the watermelons. Just where they're at.
Tough to get to.
Yeah, they're in the weeds because I know they ain't going in the weeds.
Yeah.
No, you ain't going in the weeds for the watermelon.
No.
You ain't got that much kahunas. But if they're just laying out, no weeds, easy access, baby, give me some.
Who's are there animals that show up and eat, or not really?
Yeah, what usually happens is there's some stuff that goes out there and eats some of the watermelons or whatever. I don't know if it's raccoons. I don't know if it's that Sonic the Hedgehog thing. I don't know what the heck it is. But I normally see they get a hold to a pepper.
Oh,
one of those hot peppers.
Oh, yeah.
And you see half of it or a part of it bitten up.
Yeah.
And that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get for getting in my garden. I bet you never come back. Because they can't go get water like you,
No,
Bach.
I don't know what they would do.
Nadabu says, I love Paisan. Matty V is the best. Yeah, man. I get farmer's market. If you want to get a Paisan pizza, you want to be like the captain, go get you a farmer's market, no olives. Add the spicy chicken. Add jalapenos. See, I like it hot.
Yeah.
Just not this hot.
No.
This is too hot. Too hot for my liking. No, I'm not gonna do electric fence like I said before. I think that's too expensive. Number one, I'm just gonna put up maybe like a chicken fence, a chicken.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keep them out of there.
Yeah, I just want to keep guys out of it. But I've got a little 6 foot, chain link fence that I'm gonna put up. So hopefully I won't be getting beat up again for my stuff. Okay. Notorious B.I.B. says this. I could almost swear that I heard Bob puke on the air yesterday.
No, I didn't puke. Not until I left.
You was hurt though.
Yeah.
And
I
you
was
held
like
you held
hiccuping.
it together good though.
I was hiccuping, basically.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Was it? Well, I guess the real question is when you went to the bathroom, how was that?
Not too bad.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't suffer. you only suffer. How long did you suffer before it just quailed?
It was probably like 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Intense.
Yeah. And eventually, again, because my body couldn't take any more water, I just hold water in my mouth and then spit it out because I couldn't drink anymore.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to another one. He said a prairie dog. It's not a prairie dog. It's too little to be a prairie dog. VJ, it's a woodchuck, says Nebraska ball fan. No, it's not. It could be a woodchuck. You're right. What Riley Washington talking about? What's R. Doug talking about? It's a woodchuck, 100%. Riley, you been seeing woodchucks? Let me see. Rubber duck from LinkedIn. Woodchuck. Yeah, it probably was a woodchuck. I don't know though. I never see it eating wood. I see it eating green vegetation. It eats my peaches. It's eating I'm telling you, this thing is. If it sits up, it sits up almost like a dog would sit.
It's that big.
And then, he just sit there. It doesn't seem like he's scared of people per se.
But you've never seen two of them at once.
No. Well,
So
no, I
could
take that back. I seen look like a mom or dad and some little
baby.
pups.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I've never seen two big ones at once. No. Seem like they're more solitary. Maybe they get together at night or something in one of those underground burrows or I don't know.
Yeah.
He says, listen, plug the holes except one. Flood it out. Okay. When I get home, I'm doing that.
You're gonna try it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flood. I'm gonna because I've done it before. You know what those little jokers did? Just dug around where I blocked the hole. They dug around it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna change the game. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go block the holes. The holes that are on the side of the 6 foot fence, I'm gonna leave open and I'm gonna flood it out.
What are you gonna do if they come out?
Who gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything. My dog's gonna do it.
Oh, your dogs are gonna be.
Yeah,
waiting
they've
for
been chomping at the bit. They've been chomping for a month to get this thing, and they haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
Most of the times, like I haven't seen any more possums. I guess the possum got the memo. Don't go back there in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're killers back there. Don't do it. But so I just hope we'll see what happens. All right, Riley, I hear you. Riley. It could be a woodchuck. I don't know. Thunder Night Collins says Riley might not know what a woodchuck is, but he can give you one hell of a fade and beard lineup. Riley Washington, Uncle Barber. You need a cut?
I could.
Hey Riley, where the barbershop at? Hook me up, man. I'm gonna hook you up. Where's the barbershop at so I can let it be known. Appreciate that, Thunder Night Collins. Who is that? 8657 Groundhog. I don't think so. Garbologist says, one time when I was around about 9, 2 of my friends and I cleaned out 2 rows of sweet corn raw at a neighbor's house. Went back later with our parents to apologize.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of sweet corn.
Wait. Garbologist, you said y'all cleaned out 2 rows of sweet corn? That's a lot of corn. What'd you do with the corn? Garbologist, where's the corn? Did you eat it? There were 9. They didn't even know how to cook corn.
They said they ate it raw.
Where is that? Oh, 2 rows of corn raw. It don't say ate it raw. Raw.
I'm assuming that's
You
what they
assume
mean
he
by
ate it raw?
So yeah,
Okay.
they cleared it out.
Who eats raw corn? Have you read? Well, my buddy grew sweet corn, and it was decent raw.
It was fine?
Yeah, it was fine raw. It was fine raw. Listen, fastest 2 hours in radio has just started, and we are already halfway done with the first hour. World Farley, where are you? Black shirt, where are you? You must be lost, because it's just me and Bach. Be right back.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Berschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Berschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry?
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're
Definitely coming back.
Sure. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket. It's the captain show without the black shirt, who's got some stuff going on, but that's all right. He's with us in spirit. What did he send? He sent something, didn't he? Some type of stats or something like that?
Yeah, he's got like the all-time greatest teams based on the Sagarin ratings.
Based on what?
I think it's pronounced Sagarin ratings.
Sagarin, what? Who was? What?
In any case, it's got Nebraska in 1995 as the best team. 1971, Nebraska is the second best team. This is from 1956 to 2012, so would exclude a few of the teams that would argue in recent years. But actually, Mississippi from 1959, a one-loss team, as the third best team. So I'm not here to say that this is not the right rating system, but I don't think a one-loss team deserves to be in question with all these undefeated teams.
Hey, 1997, Nebraska made the top 20.
Yeah, they're at number 20.
I was a part of that, so I was on 2 of the all-time greatest Sargan ratings ever. At least one. I mean, I was on 1, the number 1 in top 20.
I'm gonna look it up and see, because that's until 2012 to see if any other teams have made it.
He said we ate it. And we're talking a garden, not a field. Oh, so there you're the little creeps that did it to me. You guys like you, garbologists. But the only difference, at least you had enough, to come back and say, I apologize. Plus, your mom probably told you had to. You got that butt whooped if you didn't. Google groundhog eats farmers' vegetables right in front of Cameron Robbery. It's a groundhog. I'm convinced. I've seen it sit on its butt and have something in his hand, just like that one did, and eat. So it's a groundhog. Oh man, It's not a gopher.
But he's an overgrown ground.
He was huge. He's a groundhog. I'm convinced now. It's a groundhog. I've got the picture. I will at some point. I've got a picture. I just got to find it. Got a couple of them. It's not a woodchuck. It's a groundhog. I'm done now, guys. It's a groundhog. It's not a hedgehog. It's not a hedgehog. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a groundhog. Captain, if Andy Reid leaves, I worry. He runs this show. Corey and Lincoln says, you guys don't even mention the great Andy Reid. Andy Reid is you. Why even mention him? He's done so much for football, especially NFL football. There's no reason to mention a great coach. He's definitely a great coach. Ohio Husker. I think Andy Reid is the one who runs that office. I mean, again, I'm not saying that Andy Reid doesn't run the office. I'm just simply saying that it's still you still have to. You think Andy Reid is sitting in those offensive coordinator meetings too? All of them?
He might be. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. A lot of times, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say, but because I'm not there, so I'm not gonna make that assumption. Now, let's get to a little housekeeping stuff. What do you got, Bob?
Well, there's a few things. How about something that broke within the last hour? Baker Mayfield named the quarterback #1 for Tampa. Not necessarily a huge surprise. He was bad on Kyle Trask for that spot. It's his fourth team in 3 seasons, and played for a few teams last year. Probably his last go around. I mean, I think this is you could probably equate it to kind of I would say where Atlanta was last year, where they go out and get a former Heisman Trophy winner themselves. And I'm blanking on his name. I'm trying to buy time. The Oregon quarterback.
Yeah, don't ask me. I have no idea.
Yeah.
He's outside of Nebraska.
Marcus Mariota, sorry. Marcus Mariota. So Baker Mayfield, I don't know if, I don't think that this is probably a stopgap type of situation or maybe a last chance to prove himself, but still clinging on to being a starter in the NFL. And, of course, what this means for a lot of Husker fans is that he's going to be the one slinging the ball around, hopefully, to Trey Palmer. And Kyle Trask and Palmer have seemed to have some sort of chemistry developed so far. So hopefully Mayfield can get that going as well. I don't think it will be too hard with the speed that Palmer presents out there.
They've got receivers. You got to get in the vicinity. He's got to be somewhere in the vicinity of one of those receivers, and those guys will make a play. I mean, you've got who is it? Godfrey still, or Godwin?
Yeah.
You still have your all pro in
Mike
13, Mike Evans. Yeah. You got Trey Palmer, and you got another couple guys. I think he'll be okay. They've got a great defense, so I think he'll be okay. I just worry that Baker may do Baker. When Baker does Baker things, then it starts to implode. And I don't know if Tampa is necessarily the city for Baker, only because it's so much stuff going on in Tampa Bay that you really have to be disciplined in order to survive out there, especially having the money and the lifestyle that NFL players have.
Mm. It is interesting. I mean, you remember the NFC South was pretty tough last year. I mean, pretty rough division last year. They've got some new quarterbacks in there. Probably every spot, because the Bucs have Baker Mayfield. They went 8-9 last year. The Panthers are going with Bryce Young. They were 7-10, along with the Saints, who were 7-10, who now went with Derek Carr. And the Falcons, as I mentioned, with Mariota last year, probably moving on with Desmond Ridder this year. So not great results for any of those teams. So sometimes you'll see a switch at quarterback, but every team in that division probably going to have a different quarterback starting this year.
Yeah. Thunder Night Collins says this. I want to change a little bit. So, are you going to talk about Anthony Grant? Is 24 years old. COVID blessed him with an extra time to improve, but with the current state of running backs in the NFL, what are the odds that he fixes his fumble issues and creates enough draft stock to get paid at his age? I mean, fumbling is a lack of technique. That's what fumbling is. Somebody's got to teach him, if he's fumbling, how to go into contact, how to have the 5 points on the ball, how to carry the ball properly. I'm just shocked that at this point of his career, now all of a sudden there's a fumbling problem. I don't remember him fumbling that much last year. But again, I said this last night on Heart of a Husker. If Grant is fumbling in practice, that means that the defense is getting after the ball. I like that because we haven't seen that around here. Defense get after the ball. We'll get picks here and there, but you never see us get fumbles. And that's what I want to see is us get some turnovers in the fumble game where it changes the complexity of the game. When you get a fumble, a guy fumbles the ball and they're on their 25-yard line, give it a short field. Those are the types of plays that we have to have. So I think in the long run, with having Gabe Irvin, with having Ramir Johnson, and having Grant, I think his career will be fine. I think he'll still go draft where he's supposed to go. He'll still go maybe third round. He'll still get an opportunity to get
He
back.
he might be third on the depth chart right now. Not every guy has to be an NFL stud to have a successful career. Anthony Grant, I think, can be a contributor this year. Maybe does rise above and become a breakout player this year. But I think I guess I'd compare him to like a Dedrick Mills, who's a little bit bigger, but he's off in Canada. I mean, you can have a successful pro career without have it be in the NFL. I'm not saying anything like Anthony Grant is not going to have a shot, but I don't necessarily see him as a high end draft pick.
I do if he gets back to what he was doing last year at the beginning of the year. I think that he's still who he is. I think he's bigger, faster, stronger. Now I don't know where this fumbling is coming from. I have no idea where this fumbling is coming from, but and again, technique trumps anything when you talk about ball technique. It's all about technique. How you carry the ball. How do you go into contact? Are you switching the ball? Are you switching the ball in contact? Do you know how to properly switch the ball over? A lot of people don't know. And that's what I'm saying. When you have older coaches and older guys who know some of the nuances of the game, that's why it's good to have those guys around. If you don't know some of the little cheat codes that we pick up along the way, especially if you play in the NFL, you pick up a lot of cheat codes. Then you're really a team that knows cheat codes, you're going to lose. And they don't have to be the better team. So I say that when I say this, Anthony Grant is the best running back we have, talented-wise. He might not be the most complete running back. You're going into game one. Do you go with the most talented guy, or do you go with the guy that's the most complete that is not going to get Jeff Sims ear-holed? Is not going to go the wrong way on a play. Is not going to put the ball on the carpet. See, you get Gabe Irvin in there, and he's kind of like the Hawk, and he's just smashing, hanging onto the ball. And then you get a game-changing pace setter like Anthony Grant to come in the game to spell him. Sometimes you don't see that coming.
By the way, for him, only 3 fumbles last year, 1 lost.
Also, okay, so it sounds like he's fumbling all over the place in practice.
Well, yeah, at least enough that it's probably it at least cost him. I don't know if it cost him a starting spot. Again, it's new eyes on a different, on a group. Remember, he was also suspended for the start of spring, so maybe that kind of started him from behind. But we'll see. Again, I mean, I'm not here to downgrade Anthony Grant. I just don't want to make it sound like it's Amon Green back there. He had some good games, but after. I mean, he had 500-yard rushing games. 2 of those were against Georgia Southern in North Dakota. Of course, Georgia Southern beat Nebraska, so not completely talking down to them. But, the other ones are Northwestern, Indiana, and Minnesota. And Minnesota's a tough game and a tough team to get 100 yards on. But
yeah, but you didn't get 100 yards on any of the tough games.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That separates the men from the boys when you're talking about a running back. Because running backs run the daylight, right? They run, their eyes and the vision that they possess is what helps them navigate all types of different things. Because there's most of the times, probably 40% of the time, when you run a play, it actually begins right. The other 60% of the time, things change on the fly. And that running back that can see, that understands where guys are, that understands leverage, that they got 7 over here, so they only have 4 over here. The cutback may be there, already pre-reading that. Those are the great running backs. Barry Sanders is not great because he had a great offensive line. Barry Sanders is great is because he could make people miss. He was hard to tackle. He had great balance. He had great vision. That's why. But I never knew him to be a fumbler. I never knew Grant to be a fumbler. I haven't seen it last year. Aaron says, I thought Rule said Grant was doing good until the last scrimmage.
He's still pretty complimentary of him. They still talk about having a 1-2-3 punch. So it's not like they've completely wiped him out. It's just Gabe Irvin's been more reliable. Ramir Johnson fits better into the kind of the third down back role. And so that kind of puts Anthony Grant where he is again. But to my point against the tough defenses, his final 3 games, he ran 41 times for 57 yards. It's less than 2 yards a carry against Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Those are tough defenses.
Yeah, and you know the bad thing is they had Agent Zero back there. Didn't give him any ticks. I wonder why. You soften him up with the big fella, come back with the small fella. That's what we do. Ticket 93.7.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast today, lots of sunshine. It'll be another very hot day. We'll see an afternoon high of around 104. Tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies and very warm overnight lows with a low of around 79. And tomorrow, we'll see another very hot day and partly sunny skies and a high again of around 104. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at him short. Look at him short. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm up yeah. I'm just jamming. I'm just jam. I'm with Chippa Bop. And we're Chippa jamming on the 93 Ticket FM radio going real way. Sorry. I kind of had a rap moment. Like I'm a rapper.
That's pretty good.
I didn't cuss, though.
No.
There ain't no cussing. Hold on a minute. Let me read some of these right quick. Let me read some of these. Starting that comment says, I always remember AG for putting the Rutgers DB out cold. That hard-nosed running that I remember back in the T.O. and Frank coaching days. It's coming back.
That was a highlight of last season.
That was a highlight last season.
Yeah.
But you can't put that on the bench. You can't put that on the bench.
Again, that's
Bruh,
not,
you can't put that on the bench.
That wasn't the final product.
I'm going to say this again. You can't put it on the bench. You got to find a way, figure it out to make sure that that man gets at least 10 touches a game. He should get at least 10 touches. Even if he is coming off the bench, we should figure out 10 touches. I would put him in the slot. Run him on all types of different little deals. Sanderson says this. When Rule got here, he planted his flag in the Gabe Irvin camp. The fumbling thing is a preemptive strike towards the fans who, if Gabe Irvin struggles, are going to be asking, why in the hell isn't the best running back in the game? It's strategic.
Sanderson
He act like he knows something.
Conspiracy theory.
Sanderson, you know something. Tell us where you get your information from.
I think there had to probably be a few fumbles for him to. I don't think the team would just be like, "Yeah, well, you made that up." We're not going to say anything.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Gabe Irving. I mean, I like Gabe. I like Gabe. I'm just saying Grant is on. Grant, to me, is one step. Now, I don't know what Grant's going to look or Gabe is going to look like. So, I don't. Let me back up. I like Gabe a long time ago before he got hurt as a freshman, true freshman. But I think now getting his weight under him, getting his body in shape, and getting ready for a season, I mean, you got to have a guy that to me is a Gabe type that can be a every down back. A real running back does not want to come out of the game. I've never seen a running back for the most part that was worth his salt, tap his helmet as if to come out the game and there's a big moment in the game. Now, if it's not a big moment, you just got a first down on a 50, 60-yard run, you need a break, yeah. But you ran the ball back to back to back, and all of a sudden you need a break. That's not the guy. We want a guy that has some juice in him. He's got some balls behind him, and he's not afraid to, when he gets tired, to put Husker power into play.
Now, Gabe Ervin is too about like at least as with their listed weights, like about 15 pounds heavier. I know they're planning on, and Matt Rule said it too, is that he's going to be perfect for like churning out yards in the fourth quarter and leaning on teams if you have a lead or whatever the case may be. And that's kind of their offensive philosophy. So I think Gabe Ervin kind of fits that a little bit better, and that wasn't surprising. I was like, okay, Gabe Ervin's going to be the finisher. It's just who's going to be the starter. And now, you kind of throw him in the mix there, but it'll be fascinating to see what the role is, specifically game one. Is there enough separation that there is enough that before a week, you make the determination of who your starter is, but can that change? And, say Grant has a few good runs against Minnesota. You start riding him.
Yeah. I just think it's a great 1-2 punch. I don't think it's not a big competition. I don't want to make something out of something that's nothing. Okay. Because to me, this is nothing. This is Gabe at this point. He's got the upper hand. I think those guys go hand in hand. They can complement each other. We need to have 2,000-yard rushers. Let's not act like that hasn't happened around here before. We've almost had 3,000-yard rushers. So I just think we got to get back. And the more backs you have that can get the job done, the better. Because if you don't, if let's say Gabe goes down, then what? Hey, Anthony Grant's a great backup to have waiting in the wings.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I just think that we have to look at this as a positive, and this is a team, right? There's no competition between Gabe and Grant, and I think there's enough balls to go around, because we're going to have to run the ball to be successful this year. We're not going to be able to throw the ball around the yard and think we're going to get it done in the Big Ten. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be too interesting because they talked about their backup quarterbacks too. Matt Rule did and said, if they're down by 2 scores and Jeff Sims goes out, they might go with Purdy to kind of get the passing game going. And you just like thinking back to last year, like, oh man, that's not going to be good. So I mean, they're going to be a team, and listen, we can hype them up, we can predict all these wins, but they're going to have to be a team that stays on schedule, because if they are a few touchdowns behind, it's hard to imagine just with the personnel that they have that they're going to make these a giant comeback. Now maybe they can. Maybe the defense stands up, gets a big turnover. I mean, you never know what happens, but if they make a habit out of it, it's going to be a rough season.
Oh, 100%. Chris Tanner says it's a mold. No, it's not. It's a woodchuck. Vince Watson said water makes peppers hotter. You need milk.
Well, we didn't have any milk.
We didn't have milk. It could be a gopher, and if so, you need not go any further than Caddyshack to figure out how to get rid of it. Didn't he blow the little gopher thing up?
I think so.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'll let the dogs do what naturally comes if they catch him. If he get away, he gets away. Listen, I had a Pepe Le Pew.
Did you?
Oh my goodness, a big one. So
you don't want to get those guys riled up.
Here's what happened. The Pepe Le Pew was over at the neighbor's yard, in my backyard. So our backyard's butt between the alley. And when I let him out, I could smell, but I was like, no, right? And at the time I had Stonewall, and he's 100% pit bull, and then I've got my Victorian Bulldog. She's kind of a puppy at the time, kind of like 1.5. Beelines it, and I'm like, no! Ran up on that skunk.
Yeah.
She turned around. Homeboy got a square in the face.
Uh-oh.
Because he wanted to mess around with a skunk, man.
Yeah. How long did it take to get him back to good?
Probably about 10 days.
Was it really?
Takes that long? Because you can oatmeal bath them.
Oh, wow.
They say tomatoes. They say all that stuff, but that stench don't all the way. You have to probably give them 5-6 baths.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Is his eyes messed up?
It didn't hit him in the eye.
Oh, okay.
Didn't hit him in the eye. Just kind of hit him in the body area. I think he kind of got his face out.
But he just stank.
Oh man. Well, she was stinking too.
Yeah.
But not as bad as him. He took a full blast to like the shoulder plex. And it's like
They didn't get the skunk, then he ran away.
No. The skunk didn't run away. The skunk walked.
Oh, he wasn't worried about it.
He was not worried about that. I'm telling you, he never got into like I'm scared mode.
Yeah.
He turned right around like, come on. Take another step.
Take
one more step towards this butt, and you're gonna get it, buddy. Well, that's what he did, though. So, Gorilla Bear says this. Hopefully, Evans Hopefully Irvin's over his habit of running straight into the back of the offensive line. I would hope so. That's the worst. Yeah, when somebody run up your back and you blocking for them, that is the worst. It's like, dude, you see me. You see my back. It's color.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, even if it's color outside of my color, run into that.
What if he puts his hand on you and he's guiding you to block him?
That's a bad running back. That's the.
Like
I don't like those type running backs. No,
Yeah.
that only happens. There's nothing
That's
wrong
very
with it.
situational.
Yeah, it happens maybe once every 2-3 games.
Yeah.
Where you got a we call that a procession, a funeral procession.
Yeah.
And you can touch a guy and nobody's nowhere in the vicinity and you can just run with him.
Yeah.
Put your hand on the back, get him, peck him off. Like, come on. Just saying. This is how that goes. So I'm reading this book. There were a lot of coaching changes.
Oh yeah.
Put that at the top of the list though. Let's just go over the coaching changes real quick. Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
We get a 9.5 for hiring Matt Rule.
Yeah, good grades all around.
Yeah, Wisconsin, Luke Fickell, 9.5. Liberty, Jamie Caldwell. Colorado, Deion Sanders, 8.5. Tulsa, Kevin Wilson.
Yeah. From Ohio State offensive coordinator.
Wow.
Indiana head coach at one time.
8.5. Hugh Freeze. 8.5.
back
I'm
in
just
the
wondering,
FBC.
how's all these guys getting 8.5? Do you think that all these guys are going to be successful?
Well, that's what
Come
they're
on,
saying.
Man. Stop it. Arizona State, 8. FAU, 8. Louisville, 7.5. Jeff Brom. Purdue, 7.5. Ryan Walters. Why do I know that name?
He was the Illinois deep coordinator last year.
All right. USF, Alex Golish.
Hmm.
Mississippi State, Zach Arnett. UNLV, Barry Odom. Cincinnati, Scott Satterfield. Any kin to Satterfield?
Huh?
Any kin to D Satterfield?
I think he is.
Got to be, huh?
Yeah.
Look that up. UAB, Trent Dilfer.
Yes.
Trent Dilfer gets a 7. Man, that is a lot of jobs. Texas State, G.J. Kinney. North Texas, Eric Morris. Charlotte, Biff Poggi. Georgia Tech, Brent Key. Coastal Carolina. See all you guys? You never know. Tim Beck,
There you go.
head coach at Coastal Carolina. Tim Beck, who started his career as a high school coach. Tim Beck, who was the running backs coach at the University of Nebraska, and the next job he got was offensive coordinator at Ohio State. Stanford, Troy Taylor. Kent State, Kenny Burns. Western Michigan, Lance Taylor. Navy, Brian Newberry. And that's about it. Okay. So, of those coaches, who do you think is gonna have the most success? Because I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in what I just told you. Who do you think gonna have the most success?
Oh, I hope so, Matt Rule. And they've graded him out like almost. I think that's Lindy's or Athlon. I don't know what you're reading, but most publications do have Matt Rule at or near the top. I don't know. I'm so fascinated by Luke Fickell because I think he's a good coach. They made a good hire. And, defensive oriented guy, a success at Cincinnati. But he's going away from the Wisconsin way on offense, and that hasn't worked out. The last time they tried it, and they basically that coach left. If you remember, it was kind of this weird little triangle system where Mike Riley goes to Nebraska, the Wisconsin coach ends up going to Oregon State. That didn't work out either. But so I think Luke Fickell's a good hire. I just don't know if he's a great fit because of what he's trying to do offensively.
All right, so here we go. Because I think this is important. So here's all the coaching changes, right? And then the respective team rank 1 through 33. 1 through 133.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Where do you think Nebraska is?
Oh, 56.
52.
Yeah.
So Nebraska's 52. Wisconsin.
They're top 25. Probably 20th.
Oh, man. I lost my page. Here we go. Wisconsin, where you at here?
You better look on that top 25 page.
Yeah, they're top 25. 19.
19.
Okay. New coach. I just want to make note of this. Liberty. Where do you think they're at?
I don't know.
I'll help you. 84th.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, that's lower than I thought.
Exactly. Colorado, The Colorado with prime time.
Yeah.
He's got to be somewhere up there with Coach Rule, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, oh yeah, they supposed to beat us.
They took a 1-11 team.
81.
Yeah, that's low.
Just right above Liberty. Come on now. Tulsa. Where are they ranked?
I don't know. Is that the GJ Kinney hire?
Yeah. Dude. No way. Tulsa. I might have to go old man right now, Bob.
It's hard to find. There's a lot of small print there.
Yeah, I can't see it real good. I don't know, Buck. I can't see it.
I don't know.
They're in here. I saw them earlier when I was putting this thing together, but they're in here. Tulsa's not ranked.
No, Tulsa's probably not ranked. I think Tulane's the only group of 5 team that is, for the majority of part, getting ranks. I think maybe UTSA is in there.
Yeah, but I gotta find that because that's gonna bother me if I don't find it. Because Tulsa should be out of the 133, right?
Yeah. I don't even know what they did last year. I mean, obviously not good enough.
They're 113th.
Well,
I knew
there
I
you
could.
go. There you found them.
My eyes was playing tricks on me for a minute there, but they're 113th. So think about that. 113th. This is Tulsa now.
Yeah, it's a big rebuilding project there.
Big time. Auburn. Where are Auburn sitting? You think?
I don't know.
Better or worse than Nebraska?
That's what I was going to say. Probably about on par. I'd say 46th. Maybe?
42nd.
42nd.
Yeah, you got us bombed right now.
Mm.
You got us by 10 now. Who else we got here? Arizona State.
Well, their program's not doing too well. I'd put them. Where's Nebraska at?
52nd.
I'd put them like 58th.
Really?
Yeah.
71st.
70. Yeah, I was gonna say they're pretty rough go for them.
Yeah, 71st. You got FAU.
Hey, there we go. FAU, by the way, naming Casey Thompson their starting quarterback yesterday.
Oh, rightfully so.
Yeah,
they're 87th though. They're 87th.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
Great job, Casey.
Hopefully, he doesn't get hit too much.
You went to a great program, Casey. 87th ranked team in the country.
That's right.
Hopefully, you in there, or maybe better than that. But I'm just saying that's where they started.
I think he was ranked too, and obviously all these different websites have different rankings, but one website at least ranked him as the best group of 5 transfer. Outside of the Power 5.
Oh, I mean, he just put. Keep hitting it. He just played in the Power 5. He should be the best group of 5, right?
Yeah, right up there.
We got Louisville.
I don't know where I'd put them.
Come on, above or below Nebraska? This is Louisville now.
About the same, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't think so. 38th.
38th, yeah. I mean, this is an okay job there. I just didn't like their hire.
Why?
Just they got Braum, I suppose. That was good. That
ain't bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was thinking where did Satterfield go? I'm getting confused.
He went to Cincinnati.
That's the hire I didn't like. Yeah. So getting Braum was good.
Did you find out if they were related?
No. I was looking for it. I couldn't see. Which probably means they aren't related.
Doubt it. Who knows? But I'm just saying. Okay, so you got Louisville is wow. You think I asked you this already, didn't I?
Yeah.
Where do you think Minnesota is?
35?
40th.
40th.
So Purdue. I'm telling you, my eyes are starting to play tricks on me now. I feel for my grandfather. I do now because he always like, I can't see. And I'm like, dang, Grandpa, I didn't know. You didn't tell me when I got the older I got, the worse my eyes were going to get. UCF, them fell all the way out of everything. They're 125th. Anyway, enough of that. Dan Doherty says, Johnny Mitchell thinks Colorado's a step away from the national championship. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, sir. They're not that. They're not there yet.
A few steps.
I think though they will play TCU better than people give them credit for. I don't think they're 21-point dog. I don't think they'll get beat by 21.
I know Urban Meyer went there and was impressed with at least some of the top end athleticism. Again, it's going to kind of be about depth. They do have some dudes. They went out and got some. And Deion said, everybody's talking about the guys that left, not talking about the guys that came in. So I mean, we'll see. It's just, to me, again, if it works, it's going to change the way that teams view team building in the transfer portal era. And that's why it's almost like a science experiment to me. Now he is obviously, again, got some top end talent, so not every coach could probably do that. But there's that, and then the addition. I at one point I thought, well, they're going to have a target on their back. They're leading the Pac-12. The Pac-12 teams are going to like that. Turns out everybody in the Pac-12 has a target on their back, except for the leftovers who aren't any good. So that's not going to be a problem.
I'm just who do you like for the Heisman?
It's hard to go against Caleb Williams, returning Heisman winner.
When's the last time somebody won back-to-back Heismans?
Back in the 70s.
Who was it?
Griffin for Ohio State.
Dang, you know everything, don't you, Bob?
Yeah.
I was going to make that a trivia question. I
shouldn't
think we
have said
already
that.
did, huh?
Yeah, probably before.
I don't know if he's going to win it again.
It'll be tough.
They'd have to win the championship for him to win or be in the game.
And he almost, a lot of the times you have to do better than your Heisman year. So he's going to have to do better than last year, his numbers. And then the team's going to have, they lost to Tulane in the Rose Bowl. So, I think that's part of I don't know.
The Ticket, 93.7. We'll be right back.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Haviland. This week's specials through August 22nd are $2 off 12-ounce grass-finished ribeyes with limit of 2 per visit. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, big news, they have 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sutter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's efforts. It's the entire dealership, sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Allo is here to give you the FYI. Are your shows buffering? We know why. Are your games lagging? Don't deny. Your work calls dropping? Here's the FYI. Your old school internet company can't keep up. They give it a try. Their network isn't enough. Don't get trapped in their gimmicks and lies. It's time to fiber your internet with Allo. Honest, local, and hassle-free is what we stand by. Experience Allo Internet. Visit allofiber.com/FYI.
General contractors, business owners, property owners,
The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Zendar.
Yes, Marlax.
If you want to assimilate into Nebraska culture, you must learn the reactions of joy from playing and winning Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery.
Specify.
Nebraska life forms use words like yippee, wow, woohoo, and booyah.
Logical. Nebraska Pick 5 grows by $10,000 each time it is not won.
This produces hyperactive reactions in humans.
I will try. Yip-ee.
Needs more work.
Nebraska Pick 5 top prize odds 1 in 658,000.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast today, lots of sunshine. It'll be another very hot day. We'll see an afternoon high of around 104. Tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies and very warm overnight lows with a low of around 79. And tomorrow, we'll see another very hot day and partly sunny skies and the high again of around 104. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
$93.7 The Ticket. The Captain Show. I'm with
Buck.
Hey, it's just me and Buck just rolling. Black shirts handling some business today. Rating the Big Ten. Quarterbacks, we are at 9. Running backs, we are at 11. Really?
We like our running backs.
I thought we had better running backs than be at 11. You mean Indiana's running backs are better than ours?
So they have.
Come on, dog. Receivers, 9. Offensive line, 8. You saying the running backs are 11 and the offensive line is 8?
The offensive line gets the best grade and everybody else is worse, and that's what Nebraska fans are most frustrated with, and for good reason.
Defensive line, 9. Linebackers. We ain't even in the top. Wait a minute, is this right?
Are we in there?
We ain't even in there at linebacker.
We got to be. There's 14 teams ranked, right?
Where? Don't Nebraska end with an A?
Yeah.
Huh?
They just misprint. They didn't even rank us.
Bruh, how many teams in the Big Ten?
14.
Wait a minute. There just can't be 14 teams in the Big Ten. Got to be more. I'll give it to you. Linebackers, Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Maryland, Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana, Northwestern. Now, where's Nebraska?
They listed Wisconsin twice, I think.
Did they?
Sounds like
they did. Maybe we're 9.
They're just taking Nebraska.
Good job, Bob. Way to find a good eye.
Yep.
Okay, so we are now secondary. Is this still true with losing Farmer, though?
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah. That's the strength of the team, a lot of people feel.
Secondary. Special teams. Nebraska 7. Any thoughts? No?
Well, again, I think it's part of the realization of what Matt Rule has here. It's kind of interesting because it kind of goes along with Joel Klatt, what he was saying, which is basically that Colorado and Deion's going for a quick rebuild. Matt Rule's kind of going with the slower approach. But I think this is why I said, I think there's been years where I look at the team talent and I go, that's a bowl team. The coaching got in the way. And I think that was the most of the case for Mike Riley and Scott Frost. But when I look at this roster, it's hard to necessarily, and it's nothing against one guy individually or anything. But when you look at the roster in totality, and those rankings kind of show it, this is not an obvious bowl team to me. This is a team that has to fight for it, and I hope they can rise above and get there. But when you talk about taking over a program for Matt Rule, and you think about previous guys, this might be the lowest, total talent that the guy's taken over. Maybe you could argue Scott Frost after Mike Riley, but there's a few pretty good names in there.
When you look at Minnesota, though, let's go back to them. When's the last time Minnesota won a league title?
I don't know. Minnesota was the last team to win 3 straight national championships.
Well,
that's back in the 30s.
I was going to say 1967 they were co-champions the last time.
Wow,
right?
That's a long time.
When they didn't go bowling in 2020, how many starters did they have back? 4 on offense, 5 on defense.
Yeah.
Let me say that one more time. 4 on offense, 5 on defense, and the punter. We can beat Minnesota, guys.
We should be able to beat them.
We can beat Minnesota. Players to watch. I mean, I'm just returning starters. We got those. Here are their strengths. The passing, catching corps is deep, talented, possessions, blah, 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 blah. If they're going to come out and throw the ball against a 3-3-5 defense, we should be getting interceptions all over the place. Period. So I just like that. I just don't know if Minnesota is the team that we're giving credit for.
Well, they do. They have that tight end that you see there, Brevin Spanford. I know you're obviously have played
Big
tight
boy.
end. Yeah, he might be the best in the league. So that's one of their pass catching options that they're talking about that could create some mismatches for Nebraska.
Well, he didn't do a good job. They didn't do a good job last year getting him the ball.
Not necessarily.
But if I'm a defender and I'm going against this kid, he's like 6'7", ain't he? Something like that.
Big guy.
Listen, his knees are not his friend. I would not be trying to tackle him high. I would run through his thigh board, make him turn a flip because he's 6'7". And if you missile him, I promise you, he's gonna think about that the rest of the game. You gotta put that on him. You gotta hit him with that. I mean, you got a sophomore quarterback. You do have a senior running back. You got a senior wide receiver as well, a junior wide receiver as well, another junior. So I can see them, kind of being deep or whatever the case may be. But the offensive line, young. They only got 2 returning stars on that offensive line. Defensive line, even younger. We got an opportunity. Line up, give them what they're used to in practice. Hit them in the mouth, run right down their necks, and you'll be all right. Okay, Nebraska. Hold up, Nebraska. When was the last time we won a league title?
1999, the great year of 1999.
When was the last time we went to a bowl game?
2016.
What was the bowl?
I forget what the bowl was called. I know they lost to Tennessee. Music City Bowl. There you go. Yeah.
Returning starters, 14. 5 on offense, 7 on defense, a kicker and a punter.
No more Miles Farmer.
Okay, right.
This
Yeah,
is
you
pre-Miles
got a point there because I think the Miles Farmer might hurt a little worse than we think. I do personally, just because Miles is a baller, and I would imagine that on special teams something's going to be taken away there. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. Not that you couldn't replace it, but you don't know. Miles Farmer is battle tested. Some of these safeties and corners we got, they're not battle tested. Malcolm, Quentin, what's the young guy? It's number 3. Help me. Rover.
Gifford.
Yeah.
I think he's number 2.
Was he number 2?
I think so.
But Gifford.
Yeah.
Who else was it? Somebody else got some that's been battle tested. I'm saying that's going into this season. They're battle even Heinrich and
Heinrich and Reimer, yeah.
Yeah, and Reimer, they battle tested. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, and they should have been getting coached up, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think we're better than we think. Again, I'm not here to give you what I think, who's going to win the game. I really don't care who's going to win the game. I care about how we play the game. I play about not making dumb mistakes as coaches, making $5, $6, $7 million, $500,000, $200,000, and you get to make the same dumb mistakes that people that make $5 an hour make. I don't think that that's necessarily right, that us armchair quarterbacks or armchair coaches can see the inconsistency of coaching from the TV tube, and you can't see it in your live action in the building. So I think, Coach Rule's got his guys' work cut out for him. But I think it's doable. Minnesota's doable. Minnesota's doable. I think we can beat Minnesota. I ain't drinking any Kool-Aid. We got to get it done as a team, collectively, from a coaching staff and from the players' perspective. The players got to win the game, man. The coaches can't win the game on the field. They can't play anymore. I would hate to see Coach Rule playing linebacker against anybody. Wayne
No.
State, I wouldn't want to see Coach Rule playing linebacker.
No.
I'm simply saying, the coaches can't play the game for us. The players have to play the game. The players have to get upset. The players have to fight like they've never fought before. It's up to them now. And I hope that we've got some guys in that locker room that they know that they're some type of leader and that they step up. I hope I don't see individuals on the sideline. I hope I don't see guys moping around on the sideline, sitting by themselves on the sideline. I hope that the guys are up on the opening kickoff, that we get back to the tradition of all of us standing up and holding the helmets up before the kickoff. I hope we get back to that type stuff. Because when we get back to that, we get back to the mentality that was Nebraska football. And until you draw back, until you understand the real history of Nebraska football, you can never attain it, ever. Woo! And let the choir say,
Amen.
Snake oil.
Now, what do you think, too, before we get out of here? I have to talk about the new locker room. They got like human car wash, sauna, pools, sleep pods, TVs everywhere.
Oh, boy.
Looks pretty nice.
I got mixed emotions. I got mixed emotions. I feel like all the guys that played at a high level at Nebraska when we were winning championships, and I'm not just singling those guys out. There's other guys that played at a high level, but I feel like all the guys that played at Nebraska to help make this situation that these guys are enjoying, those guys are enjoying that, right? I feel like the guys that came before them paved the way for that.
Oh, yeah.
Because the guys in the last 10 years didn't do jack for it. They haven't done anything for it. And and when I say that, I don't mean, just being a Nebraska Cornhusker, at some point you got to change the facilities and get better, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to me, just like when Callahan came in, we like to do things and we like to give out participation trophies here at Nebraska. We like to say, great job. You did a horrible job, but you did a great job. No child left behind. If he's dumb enough not to go, I didn't say that, my bad, let me go. If he's not smart enough to make it to the 5th grade, then we should still pass little Johnny. So then what happens to little Johnny when he gets to the 8th grade? And he's still passing him. 9th grade, passing him. Graduation, we got to graduate little Johnny. We know he can't read. We're going to graduate him anyway. Guess what's going to happen to him when he get in the real world, Bob? He's gonna get ate up unless he gets a grunt job, right? Now, and listen, there's some grunt jobs that are great jobs. You can be an electrical guy, but I think you got to take a test for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if you can't read, that's going out the door. Construction job. Yeah, you can lay concrete or cement, but you can never go so far. All you're gonna be is the guy that's standing in the cement, making sure that it's straight, making sure that the water mix is good. Like Terrell. But he can read.
Yeah.
So he keeps upgrading himself. Anyway, cue up Fat Albert for me on the way out. But anyway, Cliff at Elgin Air Force Base in Florida. Appreciate you. Still listening while battling cancer. Great show again. It's better with the black shirt. LOL. All right, Cliff. I was going to give you some type of remedy, too. Tourist BIB says, the Fat Albert song hasn't been played in quite a while. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. We can do. You'll have a fun now with me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing. Nah, nah, nah. Put up the food now. Here comes Nick. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Okay, so Aaron says this. He says, don't want to see players laughing on the sidelines when we're losing either. Dude, like that would never happen. Players police that. We're getting bombed and y'all over here laughing. Like it's a joke. No, joke's on you, Jack, because you just got Bobby Boucher on the sideline. You ever seen that before? By their own player.
Oh.
Wham! Better wake up, boy. Keep your head on a swivel. 4951 says, Johnny's a gangster. Help me, Bob.
You were talking about Johnny and not being able to read. They think he took his life to the streets after that.
Who?
Johnny.
Johnny who?
The one that you can't read and they keep passing him. No Child Left Behind.
Oh, little Johnny?
Yeah, little Johnny.
Yeah, little Johnny's dead because he's a gangster. Well, Johnny didn't make it.
No.
No, he's in jail.
That's right.
Because he's a gangster. We got to be able to read, guys. Can't do anything without reading. Just can't. Can't pay bills. Can't do anything. I was trying to get some more, but you know what? It's about to go out. So 93.7 the ticket. It's Captain Show. I'm rolling with Bob. We'll be right back.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See club for details.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Allo is here to give you the FYI. Are your shows buffering? We know why. Are your games lagging? Don't deny. Your work calls dropping? Here's the FYI. Your old school internet company can't keep up. They give it a try. Their network isn't enough. Don't get trapped in their gimmicks and lies. It's time to fiber your internet with Allo. Honest, local, and hassle-free is what we stand by. Experience Allo Internet. Visit allofiber.com/FYI.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Nick is here. What'd you call him earlier?
Yeah, get a name. He said a name.
Can you hear Nick?
I said you look like a big swimming pool. You look like a big swimming pool over there. I called you Big Swim.
Big Swim. All right. Should I tell the people what you called me the second week that I ever watched you?
Don't hang that over my head.
Track record here.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, have we heard anything about Vincent Carroll Jackson? Is he still here in Nebraska?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything, huh?
Huh.
Maybe he didn't come. We're a little blurry up there, man. Are they trying to hack us? We're getting hacked all over the place, man. Lay off of 93.7 The Ticket for a little bit. Somebody asked me something about when we're going to move. September 15th, the big move, right?
Yeah, that's the plan before the first home game.
September 15th, big move to the big station. Big things going on. 11th and O Street. Is that the old LES building?
Yep.
What? 93.7 new tickets. Look, y'all be able to come see me through the window. Throw eggs at the window, whatever, or tomatoes.
That.
I'm not. I would hope not. We're going to call the police on you if
That's
you
right,
do.
yeah.
I'm just simply saying, sometimes people catch a little wild hair.
Oh, yeah.
The best you better do is throw it and try to hit the window and not me. I'm still going to call the police on you. I'm serious. That's how it works. I had a guy that I loaned him a car, and I didn't even loan it to him. He wanted to buy the car. So I gave him a 2-day pass on the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to bring the car back and dealer plate back, and boom. After day 6, he ain't nowhere to be found. I'm calling, texting.
Uh-oh.
7 goes by. Call, text. 8, call, text. 9, call, text. 10. Okay. Now I'm starting to threaten you. You got about 5 minutes to call me back, or I'm going to call the authorities and let them know that you stole something. Trust me, I did that. Boom, within 4 days, they got him.
Uh-oh.
I'm serious.
Was the car returned fine?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it was junky. It was a little nasty, but
yeah,
it wasn't
And
wrecked.
keep it clean.
Yeah, it wasn't in bad shape. So I appreciate that. Chris Turner says this, or Dan Doherty says this. How about an update on the big move of the radio station is why I answered that question. Yeah, no, I'm just saying I wanted to make sure I give Dan Doherty his props for asking that question. All right, let me get back to the text line. 6008 says, will the frequency get better live near DeWitt? What?
Where's that one at?
The first one.
Near DeWitt and used.
Will the frequency get mad? Oh, probably. Is that where Firth is? Is Firth by DeWitt?
I don't know. Our
Not so
frequency
much
comes out
more.
of Firth. It's not going to change. It's
not
even
gonna
when we
change.
move.
It's over
It's the same.
Oh, it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same frequency.
Yeah.
But it won't be hot. The sun spots or what is it?
Yeah, sun
farts.
Yeah, it won't be as hot, hopefully.
No, it won't be as hot. Okay, so the heat is getting in the way of the airwaves.
Yes.
But you can go catch us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
All of the aloe.
Very modern now.
Yeah. And it'll come in crispy clear too. Just take a minute to get itself together. Thanks for the Fat Albert VJ, but Nick's new nickname is Big Swim. Oh, I know why too.
I think
Nick was
Sipple gave him that name.
Well, Nick was talking about earlier, on their show, they were talking about swimming in Seward and said something about a Seward pool. And Nick wasn't even alive when my bad, the pool just got built last year. Something crazy. I don't know. Nick just made it, we all do that sometimes. All right. 4156 says this. For every 100 people leaving the construction field, only 7 enter. Wow. Manual labor shortage is a real deal and shouldn't be ignored. Just a quick fact. Listen, like I said before, Deloy & Son Construction is a good friend of mine, Frank Deloy. He started when he was 18 years old. We all went and play football. You know who's got the most money now? Frank Deloy.
Yeah.
He started when he was 18 years old building apartment buildings. I'll never forget it because he was on the Shrine Bowl with me. And we were talking about going and playing football. And I was, I'm a recruiter. I'm like, hey, man, y'all should walk on and come to Nebraska. And Frank's like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go to work and make some money. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. We'll see you later. And while I was, the cheers. He was there for the cheers, dude.
Yeah.
But then when I was lost after my career, 5, 6 years, 7 years, when I was done playing football and I was trying to find myself, he was steady plugging away. At that point, he had started Deloy & Sons at that point. He was working before. Now he started his own deal. Now you look up, he's got 40, 50 employees. So manual labor is absolutely something that we should not look past. I just think that they've taken it all out of schools. Can you go have shop class at school anymore? Did you have shop?
I did, yeah.
Did you have home ec?
Yeah.
So that was available.
Yeah.
I wonder, you teachers out there that's listening, is it still available today? Can you go to a shop? Can you go to they used to even have auto class.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that anymore. You can't. I don't know why. We should push people to being an electrician before it's going to be obsolete. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you right now, I'm so tired of calling an electrician. He tells me, oh, I'm about $250 an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. It took you 1 hour. It didn't even take you an hour. It took you half an hour. I know it's a $250 minimum. Anyway. All right, I'm trying to get to some more of these real quick before we get out of here. What else you got? What do you got on water cooler?
Yeah, we'll have Rico jump in. We'll hopefully hear from Marcus Satterfield. I think he's speaking with the press right now, along with some players. So we'll kind of break down what's going on there. Just some other college football stories. Also, I did want to mention this too. James Harden fined $100,000 for calling his GM Daryl Morey a liar and saying he would not play for the 76ers. I was like, $100,000. I don't care who you are. That's a lot of money. And then I looked up James Harden, and I think his net worth's $165 million.
It's not a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money.
Here's your $100,000, and I'll raise you $100.
That's right.
It's not a lot of money. You got to think he's got endorsements that's paying him millions of dollars. So he ain't worried about that. I just, you hate to badmouth somebody in the program that you're a part of. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, well, he wants
but why? What was the reason?
I think that he's feeling like he should have been more priority, at least in the team, and I think he was probably looking for a bigger deal. And it's
Didn't the one he already got?
Yeah.
Greed, man. Greed. You know what? You know why players ain't good anymore? Because they're getting it handed to them. All this NIL money. Nobody's hungry. See, we was hungry. We didn't have nothing. My mom, $500 a month for 2 boys in the projects. You know what I'm saying? So it for me, it was, I want to get my mother out of the projects. What do I got to do? Well, football was the easiest go. So I'm like, I got to go hard because nobody is going to look out for my mom, who's been looking out for me when we couldn't look out. Who had polio, who was in a wheelchair from 4 years old, who had over 200 surgeries. So, you want to look out for that person, but it makes you hungry when you have something to reach for. Sometimes when you give people things, it doesn't make them hungry at all. Makes them full. You know what happened when you get full. Sleep at the wheel.
That's right.
But I do think we need to get back to make sure we got coding and different things in school. Schools are going back to it. They call it CTE classes. What?
Critical something. I don't
It's
think
not
it's
critical thinking illirium. What's CTE?
I don't know.
Come on, 2049. Hook us up. 512. You somewhere in Illinois. Hook us up. I want to see that.
Career and technical education.
Okay, nice. I think there has to be some more of that. Listen, I think just because you go to college doesn't mean you should be able to pick those careers up in college too. Be nice. Auto shop at Northeast High School. So this is a Lincoln thing. Wow. Northeast has an auto shop. I wish I would have known that. I would have sent my son to Northeast. Seriously. I didn't know that. They don't have any of that stuff in Omaha. No. You ain't going to no auto shop class. 52440. Oh, I almost gave his whole deal, didn't I? 07 says this. Hold on. Missed you. The stream is coming in loud and clear in Bismarck, North Dakota. Huh. That's how we do it here. We appreciate that, man. Will the frequency get? Oh, we already read that, didn't we? So
Yeah.
I just it's too small. Let's make it big.
Other shows they be lacking. Be as good as live action, as good as
What do you
live
got?
action. It's all about the
What do you got? What do you got? It's the calm before the storm, man. We got 9 days.
That's right.
When it get to a couple days before Thursday, the captain is gonna be juiced.
Watching some Week 0 games this week?
No.
No.
I'm not watching the game until Nebraska, Minnesota. Live action. It'll never be the same. The ticket is the name.
Headed to the Hall of Fame.
I'm headed to the Hall of Fame, September 23rd.
That's right.
Omaha South Packers. No, I appreciate it. What do you got on the water cooler?
Like I said, we're going to have Marcus Satterfield quotes and talk about what he had to say for post-practice today. Run through some other college football storylines, including Jim Harbaugh, Memphis's ticket promotion, and Iowa State's leading rusher now off the team.
Here we go. Check it out. Power.
Bye.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground. Excavating.
Hey, listen. Fastest 2 hours in radio is gone. It's over. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. The ticket, 93.7. I'm with Mark. Holla at your boys, the captain.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all. Join today. See Club for details.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at Van Dorn. I think HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 70th and Van Dorn.